This video is sponsored by Alset EHomes, whose mission it is to accelerate the advent of sustainable, healthy living systems around the world. Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 61. Tesla's Q1 numbers are in, and as always, it's records all around. And we have a nice birthday to celebrate. And Toyota might be waking up and needs Tesla's help. And Volkswagen is going to pay Tesla money. And Apple is buying batteries from Tesla. And I have a big reveal coming next week. All this and much more to come in today's episode. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Tesla just made a record-breaking quarter yet again. Tesla delivered 184,800 cars in Q1, flying past Wall Street estimates about 170,000. That is almost 100,000 more than Q1 2020, when they delivered 88,000 cars. And it's even higher than the 180,000 cars they delivered in Q4 2020, so the weakest quarter of the year is better than the best quarter of last year. First time in Tesla's history that the Q1 numbers are higher than Q4. That votes very well for Tesla's 2021 numbers. So Q1 2021 rise with about 110% compared to Q1 2020. So anyone still doesn't believe the 100% growth story I have been talking about in 2021? Tesla is already 10% ahead after the first quarter, the lowest and hardest quarter in a year. So to put it in another way, Q1 numbers was about 37% of the total sales of Tesla's record year 2020, where they sold 500,000 cars. And they did this in a quarter where Tesla Model S and X did not get produced because they were changing the production lines to the refreshed Model S and X. They are not high-volume cars, but I do believe the new refreshed model has a good amount of demand, and we will see that in the Q2 numbers. But of course, CNBC tried to spin a negative headline on this one as well. Tesla delivered 184,800 vehicles in the first quarter of 2020. Model S and X production drops to zero. Is it just me, or is CNBC really starting to make a fool of themselves? Anyway, we can also look at this chart from James Stephenson showing 12 trailing months of global Tesla deliveries. Well, that to me looks like the beginning of an S-curve that will only get steeper. It does not look like a company in trouble. We don't have any other numbers yet before they make their earnings call. But if we look at Europe, we can see that the registrations in these 11 countries represent about 80% of the EU market on EU-EVs.com. We can see that the Model 3 seems to become the best-selling EV in Europe by far, over 30% more than number 2, the little Zoe, and number 3, the ID.3. Volkswagen is going to be the best-selling brand, and Tesla is second in these 11 countries combined. But if we look at the UK, that is not included in the EU, it only gets Tesla more of an edge. Because here the Model 3 is also the best-selling EV by almost 50% more than number 2. That again is the little Zoe. But the Volkswagen is not doing very well in the UK. If we combine the 11 countries in the EU plus the UK, we actually end with Volkswagen having 15,436 deliveries and Tesla taking the crown with 16,057. But this is of course only 11 EU countries and UK. But if we look at the entire continent of Europe, the numbers is of course much higher. So looks like Tesla will be the best-selling EV brand in Europe in Q1, and the Tesla Model 3 will be the best-selling EV model. amazing, even beating the little, much cheaper Renault Zoe, and even in its home turf in France. That did see a 16% plug-in share. That is very cool to see in Europe's second largest auto market. And Tesla should have registered 4,524 Model 3s sales in March according to Clean Technica. By far its highest ever monthly total in France. In the whole of 2020, Tesla sold 6,477 cars in France, so this is huge for Tesla in France, and is estimated to be 25% in front of the runner-up, the new Peugeot E208. So it looks like Tesla has burst the bubble in France as well, maybe becoming the best-selling brand in all of Europe by Q1 2021, and that is with no factory in Europe. This is just an amazing feat in itself. Bodes very well for Tesla when they get their Gigafactory online in only a couple of months now. So the EU is doing so well even before the factory is open, and the first quarter being up 110%, I already feels like we have just had a mic drop quarter for Tesla. And if we look at a country like Norway that is leading the EV revolution, it looks like the Volkswagen ID.3 sales has dropped out of the sky, going from number 1 in Q4 2020 to barely making it in the top 20, where Tesla went from second to first. I guess the dealerships couldn't fit in more ID.3s. Like I said in my prediction video of 2021, at the end of this year, everyone will get it. But I think even after a quarter like this, a lot of people will already get it. Tesla is leading and can't be caught because they are also accelerating. What an amazing start for 2021. And before we continue, I just want to take a couple of minutes to celebrate Tesla's Model 3's 5-year birthday. The car that almost killed Tesla going through production hell, but they came out on the other side and is now the most successful EV in history. Let's take a quick look back.
My name is Franz von Holzhausen. I lead the design team here at Tesla. We are here tonight to talk about Model 3. But we wouldn't be here without years of intense drive and passion from the Tesla team and leadership on an unwavering mission. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of my colleagues here at Tesla, it is my honor to welcome to the stage Mr. Elon Musk.
Welcome everyone to the Model 3 unveil. We have an amazing product to show you tonight. I think you're going to be blown away. Even the base Model 3 will do 0 to 60 miles an hour or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 6 seconds. At Tesla, we don't make slow cars. Okay, and of course, there will be versions of the Model 3 that go much faster.
We was on that Camaro and
So it's a really good car, even with no options. So do you want to see the car? Well, we don't have it for you tonight. I'm just kidding, of course. It's April Fool's somewhere. All right, let's bring him out. Something like the Volvo, great car, by normal standards, very safe. The Volvo is arguably the second safest car in the world. But I think it is obvious which car you would prefer to be in an accident. I mean, and frankly, we're going to be in production hell. Welcome. Welcome to production hell. As the saying goes, if you're going through hell, keep going. We have the first 30 production cars here being charged right now, right there.
Tesla has planned on making a huge entrance into the Chinese market by building a factory there that makes Model 3s the standard version, which is to say the least complex version of the Model 3. While Tesla is known for setting goals that are completely beyond anything that the auto industry would possibly ever do, unfortunately, Tesla is also known for not meeting those goals. Elon Musk said that there is going to be Model 3s manufactured from the China plant by the end of 2019. So far, the China plant is basically an open field with some digging going on. It's harder and harder to believe that there will be Model 3s coming out of the Tesla China Gigafactory by the end of the year. But what Tesla doesn't have right now is a factory, so that's a problem.
Say to those that have lined up to buy a Model 3 and that in some cases spent days outside of our stores to be first on the list. I just want you to know that really matters to us. We really care. And we're going to do everything we possibly can to get you the car as soon as possible. So we're going to work day and night to do right by the loyalty that you've shown us. Thank you for doing that.
And some more rumors, this one about Tesla and Toyota collaborating. Reports in Korean Gwangju Libo news publication that according to an official from Japanese automotive industry, Toyota and Tesla has been reviewing the partnership since last year and are approaching the final stage. The rumors are that Tesla will be able to launch a compact SUV EV at low cost using Toyota's platform, and Tesla providing some of the electronic control platform and software technology instead in its vehicle to Toyota. This is a big, we will see if it's true, but Toyota is very far behind in the EV world. It is only a couple of years ago Toyota said that EV was not the future, even though they did partner up with Tesla back in 2010, so a partnership between these two will not be something new. But maybe Toyota has finally realized that EVs is the future, and if they don't get over to EVs fast, they might not survive long enough to make their hydrogen cars or their solid-state batteries. So this could be an attempt for Toyota to catch up with the rest of the industry. I think it would be a great move from Toyota because Tesla has the absolute best software in the industry, so that would put Toyota in the front when it comes to software at least. The only thing that Tesla would get out of this deal would be money. But this being software, there is a potential for this to be a lot of money, so maybe this partnership could sponsor a Gigafactory or two. But it would be a very sharp turn for Toyota that only a couple of months ago took some cheap shot at Tesla, saying that Tesla only have recipes, but Toyota have real food. So this is why I'm a little skeptic. Not that Toyota and Tesla haven't made partnerships before, but Toyota has just recently been very vocal against Tesla. So if this is true, it would be a very big camel for Toyota's CEO to swallow. Tesla has only recipes, but we kind of need those recipes. Yeah, the big boys has been talking a lot, but not doing so much. But we'll have to wait and see if any of these rumors are true. And another rumor, Volkswagen to buy credits from Tesla in China to comply with environmental rules. So Volkswagen can't keep up making EVs compared to how many ICE cars they make. And as we saw in Europe, it can be very expensive not to reach these targets. They got a fine of upwards to 200 million euros in 2020. And they did sell about 2.16 million cars in China last year, but not many EVs since the ID.3 is not in China. So Volkswagen is not selling many EVs yet, especially compared to the amount of ICE ICE cars they're selling, so the fine for this could be quite large. We have nothing official yet, and we of course don't know if this is true, but Reuters did write it got it from 3 different sources, so there might be something to it, and if so, man, what a blow for Volkswagen having to pay millions to its rival it is trying to catch up to. And Tesla has to do nothing to get this money. Easy money.
Easy money.
And Apple bought over $50 million worth of batteries from Tesla for a new energy storage project. Apple announced a massive new energy storage project in California, and we learned that Tesla will supply its Megapacks battery system for this project. Apple announced that it is building a massive new 240 megawatt-hours energy storage project in its solar farm in North California. This is a big battery project and a nice deal for Tesla's energy business. Like I said in last week's news show, it's hardly news anymore when Tesla puts up a new big battery, because it happens on a monthly basis. But when it is the Big Apple that is buying a big battery from Tesla for $50 million, it does make the headlines, and just shows to me that Tesla has the best deal on the market, or I do think that Apple would have preferred to buy from someone else. And let's take a quick look at all the Gigafactories. And as I reported on last week, Tesla is likely the one that has started construction on the other side of the river just south of the Gigafactory 3, building the phase 3 of their Gigafactory 3 in Shanghai. And again, Wu-Wah was out there reporting from the site and bringing us videos about dozens of trucks working on the site. Looks like they are really ramping up construction at the site, so now we have yet another whole new site we can follow. Great! Tesla has received a new pre-approval permits for its Giga Berlin production facilities. The pre-approval will allow Tesla to expand the footprint of the facility by 80 hectares for storage purpose. This permits pre-approval marks the 10th time that Tesla has received preliminary green light to move forward with the massive project. No company in the region has ever received this many pre-approval from a project in the past. I guess the big economy injection that Tesla will give the region is making the local government make things move as smoothly as possible for Tesla. And we did see more robots arrive at the factory as well. And things are also sprinting along at the Gigafactory 5 in Texas. When Tesla pitched the Gigafactory in Texas, it promised to bring at least 5,000 middle-skilled jobs to the state that would fit the target economic development need. Elon Musk recently tweeted about Giga Texas seems to make good on that promise. Over 10,000 people are needed for Giga Texas just through 2022. And Tesla has posted about 50 jobs for the Terra, Texas factory that are related to its battery production. Oh yeah. But just look at this job list at the Terra, Texas factory. Man, that's a lot of jobs. So, as I reported on last week, Pepsi and others might get a little small amount of Tesla semi-truck this year. And now we have more rumors supporting a very small production line. And reportedly Tesla is building a new Tesla semi-truck production line at the new building near its Gigafactory Nevada plant. And Tesla plans to provide 5 electric trucks per week and then move it and of course scale it up at the Terra, Texas when it's done. But Elon did say in a tweet that the demand for this truck is no problem, but near-term cell supply makes it hard to scale up semi. But he did add that the limitation will be less next year. Oh yes, when Berlin and Austin might start spitting out batteries as well. So I still think we will see the semi-truck this year and the Cybertruck as well, but in very small amounts. But next year Tesla will scale those product lines up as well. Man, we have so much great stuff to look forward to. And we did hear about another small order for Tesla Semi. MHX Leasing ordered 10 Tesla semi-trucks and 2 mega chargers founded by the Mobile Source Air Polluting Reduction Review Committee. What a mouthful. That awarded MHX $1.9 million for the project. And the Cybertruck might be coming earlier than expected. And according to Tasmania, an effort to bring Cybertruck to market as soon as possible, Tesla is preparing a pilot product line and planning details for its production at the Fremont factory. Once all the equipment is installed in Giga, Texas, a trained and ready-to-work team will immediately begin production from June 2021. That is just around the corner. And according to the information leaked from Tesla, the company is currently focused on building the pilot project line in Fremont factory. In addition, the company is planning all the details on how the line will operate, which will save several months of time before production start at Giga, Texas. The point is that the team must learn how to properly operate the equipment and acquire the necessary knowledge about the production process. Typically, such training can take from several weeks to months. However, Tesla will do it even before the production equipment is installed in Giga, Texas. I think this is a very good idea and investment in this, since the Cybertruck is all new technology and totally new way of producing a car, so many things can go wrong, and if they can learn all this before the factory is even up and running, that would give them a very nice head start. And if you have ordered a Cybertruck or are just very excited about it as I am, I have a very special video for you all on Tuesday. A world premiere that you don't want to miss. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out. And I now got a sponsor for this channel I'm very excited about. It is a company that is in the theme of this channel. They are called Alset EHomes. E represents energy, and if you haven't figured it out yet, Alset is Tesla spelled backwards, because Alset Homes executive chairman Mr. Chan's mission is to accelerate the advance of sustainable healthy living systems around the world by building these smart communities with smart houses with, of course, Tesla's solar roof, Tesla's Powerwall, and Teslas, and much more. So a lot of cool stuff is getting into these small communities. But I will introduce you to Alset Home and Mr. Chan in another video, because it is actually very cool what they are doing. And Spacex did another Starship flight, but this one didn't even get to land. They did launch the SN11 rocket, even though there was a lot of fog. So unfortunately we didn't get much view of the launch. Only when it got up in altitude we got some nice pictures from outside the rocket. But then we lost the camera feed, and we could see from Tim Dodd, the everyday astronaut, and his team's videos, some debris started falling from the sky. And then we heard a big boom, so the rocket did blow up in the sky. Whether that was SpaceX that decided to blow it up or the rocket that simply blew up, we don't know, but not the flight we were hoping for. And let's squeeze in the last short news topics into this news show. Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts. Firefighters in Indonesia are working to put out a massive fire that has broken out at one of the largest oil refineries in the country. Let's get to renewables instead, people. It's just much safer. And Tesla opens its first store and showroom in Poland as European growth continues. And we have maybe the first Tesla bought with Bitcoin. Tom showed on Twitter that he had just bought a Model 3 with Bitcoins. Just so cool. And Homar's Catalog gives us another great video on Twitter about full self-driving beta that drives on some of San Francisco's crazy roads. With no lines, not much rooms, and a lot of car parked on the side of the road. Very impressive. As a human, I would be nervous driving on these roads. We do know the rich and famous like Teslas, and here's yet another picture confirming just that. This time it is Harrison Ford in his Tesla Model S, or Han Solo in his spaceship.
We're home.
And we have a rumor about Tesla opening a store in Cambodia. If this is true, that would be cool for Tesla to get ready to expand their market in Asia. And Elon tweeted, major new supercharging station coming to Santa Monica soon. Hoping to have a 50s diner and 100 best movie clips playing too. Thanks, Santa Monica City. That sounds like a cool charging stop. And if you want to see a really cool video about Tesla's full self-driving beta, go watch the full YouTube video from AI Driver that have laid the full self-driving beta visualization over his video of the car driving. It gives you a great view of what the car sees and you see at the same time. I will leave a link in the description for AI Driver's full video. And if you want to learn a bit more about AI and how Tesla's full self-driving neural network actually works and learns, I have just made a video about it. You should definitely check that one out. Link down below. And before we end off with a bit of fun, I just want to give a quick shout out to my newest patrons and members of this YouTube channel. Rich Pollock, James Kunzman, Dan Grassetti, Pekka Holopainen. And I thank you for watching, members. Philip Ossel, Sail Away, Yves Vakon, Bill Burrows, Shaki, Norm van Duyker, Martin van Horn. Thank you so much for all your support. I am doing this all by myself, but you guys are all the producers of this show. Thank you. And let's end off with a bit of fun. And it feels like a hold my beer kind of moment, doesn't it? Tesla haters be like, Tesla can't scale up that fast. Elon must be like, hold my beer. Short sellers' dreams be like. Q1 mic drop moment. Yeah, what? That is all we have time for in this news episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps this video out a lot. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button or notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. If you want to support the channel even more, remember you can for as little as $1 become a patron of the show and get your shout out here on this channel. You can also become a member of Best in Tesla YouTube channel and get shout outs and some extra perks. Hit the members button to find out more. But going forward, I will make more videos available for Patreons and members only, so don't miss out. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet all the news and more in there as it comes out. And check out the merch store to support this show and get some merchandise. And now it's also possible to support this show without buying anything, becoming a member or a Patreon. There is a link to a donation option in the show notes. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.